Aurora Borealis is shifting. What if the most beautiful phenomenon in the sky was actually a warning? For centuries, the Aurora Borealis has fascinated humanity. A mysterious light dancing above the poles, unpredictable and silent. But recently something changed. Auroras are showing up where they don't belong, in places like Texas, Spain, and even the Caribbean. The colors are shifting, the intensity is growing, the frequency is spiking, and for the first time in decades, scientists are worried. Is it just the sun doing what it always does? Or is something else, something unknown at play? The aurora is usually confined to high latitudes, Alaska, Norway, Iceland, Canada. But in 2024 and 2025, that boundary broke. In May, auroras painted the skies of places they were never meant to reach. Texas, Arizona, Nevada, Southern California, Missouri, and North Carolina. Witnesses reported glowing green and red skies over farms, deserts, and city skylines. There were even sightings as far south as Honduras and Spain. Locals with no history of the phenomenon stepped outside to find the heavens shimmering in unnatural colors. Green, red, even deep purple. Solar scientists linked the event to a G5 class geomagnetic storm, one of the strongest in decades. But this was more than a storm. Even seasoned researchers admitted they had never seen auroras like these, especially in regions that should be magnetically shielded. Why now? At its core, an aurora is caused by charged solar particles colliding with Earth's magnetosphere. When the solar wind hits our protective field, some particles spiral down into the atmosphere, exciting oxygen and nitrogen atoms, and creating visible light. Green comes from oxygen at lower altitudes. Red and purple, much rarer, come from higher atmospheric reactions. But to see them far from the poles means only one thing. Our magnetic field is being pushed harder than expected. More particles, more pressure, more exposure. And according to the NOAA, these conditions aren't isolated. They're part of a trend. We're entering what NASA calls Solar Cycle 25, a predicted peak of solar activity between 2024 and 2026. Sunspots are multiplying, flares are intensifying, coronal mass ejections are becoming frequent and unpredictable. This cycle, experts warn, is already surpassing their models. The sun, in its chaotic rhythm, is now bombarding Earth with more energy than we've seen in over 20 years. And while auroras are the beautiful result, they may only be the visible tip of a much larger disruption. Power grids are at risk, satellites are vulnerable, and Earth's magnetic field is thinning. Aurora Borealis. Cosmic warning or natural wonder. In ancient cultures, the aurora wasn't celebrated. It was feared. To the Vikings, it was a celestial battle. To the Inuit, a bridge between the dead and the living. To many Native American tribes, it was a warning from the spirits, often appearing before catastrophe. Strange how something so beautiful has always made us uneasy. Could that collective discomfort be based on something real? What if auroras are not just a consequence, but a signal? Some independent researchers have suggested an unsettling possibility, that auroras are changing because the sun itself is changing, in ways we don't fully understand. Others propose a more extreme idea, that Earth's magnetic poles are beginning to shift, weakening the field and allowing deeper solar penetration. Still others tie the phenomenon to mysterious gamma-ray bursts, deep space anomalies, and even hidden technologies affecting Earth's ionosphere. These theories are quickly dismissed by mainstream science, but history has taught us. We often ignore the truth until it's too late. NASA and the ESA continue to monitor the skies. More satellites have been launched. More data is being collected. But the truth is, we still don't fully understand the sun, or the Earth, or how delicately their relationship is balanced. The next major flare could trigger more than auroras. It could bring blackouts, satellite failure, or worse, and the lights in the sky might be the only warning we get. We look up at the aurora and see beauty, but maybe we should also see it as a mirror, reflecting the fragility of our world, and the forces far beyond our control. The sky is shifting, the colors are spreading, and the message is getting louder. The question is, are we paying attention? Have you ever seen the aurora in a place where it shouldn't be? Do you believe these lights are just nature or something more? Drop your theory in the comments. Subscribe to @DarkRealityVault for more cosmic mysteries, ancient signs, and hidden truths that connect it all. And remember, sometimes the most beautiful lights are the ones that warn us.